Hi everyone, it's Matt here with another video. Someone asked me to do a basic guide about supports so you guys can understand the role a bit better. The thing is that there are so many different kind of supports and they all contribute to the team in a different way. So I decided to make a video about what kind of support you should choose in what situations. Keep in mind that I don't take specific counters into account in this video. If you are really into supporting and you want to see more advanced guides, you should definitely check out ImpaKt. He's a diamond support player and he makes tons of support guides that will surely help you guys out. This being said, let's start with the video. A good support can make or break the bot lane. The support player is the most important guy in the bot lane until the AD carry gets some of his items, because they bring utility to the lane, they have high base damage and don't really rely on items. So it's very important that you pick the right support. I'm going to show you what support you need to choose in what situation with the help of a triangle. This triangle shows you what kind of lane is the strongest option against a specific kind of opponent. To read this triangle, you just need to follow the arrows, but I'm going to explain it counterclockwise because this is easier and better to understand. Now let's go a bit more in depth in this triangle. Let's start with the kill lane. Kill lane supports, or aggressive supports, are supports that can lock down a target so that the AD carry, or maybe even the support himself, can burst them down. Kill lanes are lanes that can snowball really hard because they are good at killing their opponents. In other words, if they get early kills, their burst is going to be even higher, so be very careful when playing against the kill lane. The kill lane is the lane that probably most of you will prefer because of the massive snowball potential, and you'll probably get a lot of kills. Supports that fit these kind of lanes are supports like Blitzcrank, Thresh, Leona, Taric and many more. Some supports belong in more than one part of the triangle, but that might be a bit confusing, so I'm just going to name them in the part that fits them most. However, this kind of lane is not unbeatable. The kill lane is countered by the poke lane. The poke lane is the lane that pokes their opponents down and then goes for the kill when possible. This kind of lane has the advantage over the kill lane because they can stay back and poke them down until they are in such a position that the kill lane won't be able to kill them first. Champions that fit this lane are Nidalee, Nunu, Lulu, Zilean and so on. The poke lane however gets countered by the sustain lane. The name says it all, just like with the other two lanes. The sustain lane is able to sustain through the poke damage of the enemies. This means that they have the advantage over the poke lane because they can just heal up when they poke and then strike when their opponents are out of mana. Supports that fit this kind of roles are supports like Sona, Soraka, Alistar and Nami. Basically supports with some sort of healing ability. This brings us back to the kill lane. The kill lane has the advantage over the sustain lane because they kill their target in one fight. This gives the sustain support no time to heal the damage in between fights. Now I'm going to give you guys some tips when you are playing against a counter lane. These tips are things that I do when I face a counter lane and they have proven their worth. When playing kill versus poke, you should try to avoid getting hit by skill shots. This is a very obvious tip, but it is also probably the most important thing when facing a poke lane. Staying close to your minions is a great way of doing this because the support will hit the minions instead of you, and if you are lucky, he or she will also kill the minion in the process, taking it away from the AD carry. Also try to take an early advantage so that you are guaranteed a kill when you go all in. When playing poke against sustain, you should try to avoid spamming your poke abilities. Don't try the max range Nidalee spears all the time, because this is going to deplete your mana pool very fast and you probably will miss at least half of them. Also try to communicate with your jungler so you can take an advantage in numbers, and the jungler can also maybe bring some extra CC to the fight. And this brings us to the last possibility, and this is sustain versus kill lane. This is a really hard matchup for the sustain lane because you can't really prepare for a full-on engage as a sustain lane. The only thing you can really do, in my opinion, is to play passive and try to poke them down a bit from a safe distance if possible. If this is not possible, you should be ready to disengage at any time or ask your jungler for ganks as much as possible. This is it guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm not a pro when it comes to playing support, but I hope this helped you guys a bit. Be sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video. You can also leave a comment with suggestions or just to let me know what was good or what was bad about this video. I'll see you guys later.